Make him say, oh.
Ricardo's mom.
Oh, maybe I have to keep that in now. Oh, no.
Oh.
So let's get into it.
Yeah.
Beware and warning and welcome, everybody, to Choose Your Own Book Club. This is a podcast all about the Choose Your Own Adventure books and the many adventures we get into along the way.
You always say that.
Well, I was going to tell everybody about the adventure of us having to wait an hour to get into this booth because...
It was only 30 minutes.
It was 45. And it was only 30 because you were late for the first 15. And then you said, oh, by the way, we can't get into the booth until...
I charmed us in. Though,
yes.
Early, so...
So it was only 45 minutes instead of an hour. So there's an adventure for you, Abby. There you go. I hope you're happy.
I always usually am. We feel our feelings on Choose Your Own Book Club.
I don't. I just repress them until... I just channel them into these books. I can't make brave choices, so in life...
Well, that's why you should make them in the books, man.
I suppose.
Live out your wildest childhood dreams of being a little bit braver.
No.
I
picked up these books from your house yesterday, and your oldest daughter assaulted me by saying, "Why are you such a coward, Peter?" She didn't even say hi. She just said, "Why are you a coward, Peter?"
My kids listen to these podcasts and they think that's the funniest thing in the world. They're like, "Mom, you always the bravest choice." And then Peter just is like cowering behind you like a stick figure person.
I mean, but that's our dynamic in general.
Yeah. That's okay. That's totally
cool.
That's totally cool.
So let's get into this book for the day. Today we read The Horror of High Ridge by Julius Goodman.
Yep.
Who previously did Space Patrol.
Space Patrol.
This is number 27. And yeah, Julius Goodman seemed to be kind of the go-to person for R.A. Montgomery.
Yeah, like the junior.
Or kind of like a protege.
Yeah, protege. Ooh, I like that. Mentor-mentee relationship.
Yes. They have a force dyad.
He's the Anakin to R.A. Montgomery's other guy. My brain is not working.
That's
it's not
fine.
Firing this morning.
Well, we had to wait for an hour, so maybe that's why, Abby.
No, because we have this like cushy comforter. No, it's like a cushy like mattress pad that goes on top of our mattress because we had to wash it. And it's like, now I can't sleep good. And then my brain don't go good.
Okay.
My brain's not going good. I'm going to have good thinking today.
Well, good, because this book gets crazy really fast. So just first impressions right off the bat, my first run through, I was like, oh no, this book gets problematic so fast. And I don't want to talk about this one. But by the end, I was like, this might be one of the top 5 for me.
Really?
Really?
See, I was like, choose your own colonizers.
Right. So there's problematic elements, and you can't talk your way out of that.
No.
I still think that there's some gold in here.
It'll be fun to talk about.
Yes, definitely.
This book is, as people might know, billed as kind of the sequel to House of Danger, which I brought along. And when Peter and I were talking about it earlier, as we were waiting for, as Peter describes it, almost an hour, close to an eternity, he was like, I don't think it's actually a sequel to that.
And then what did you say? What was your voice like, Abby?
My voice was like, actually, yes. The same 3 main characters are in it. And
yes.
that's all.
Right.
That's the only thing about it that is the same.
Well, there's ghosts, obviously, but... Well,
Yes. It's paranormal investigator.
Right. So we're getting into summary. So how about let's get into our segment, Choose Your Own Summary.
Yeah.
So, Abby, you're going to describe this book the best you can in 60 seconds or less.
Okay.
But you get to choose how you want to do it.
Okay.
So option number 1, because there's kind of an old-timey element to this book, you're going to do it kind of like in a Ken Burns documentary style, like when they do like the voiceover like letters, where it's like, "Dear Barbara, this the war is ceaseless and endless."
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you're going to do it kind of in an old-timey voice like that, kind of voiceover. And I'll put some music underneath it.
Yeah, like one of those like little pianos and the tinkly pianos in the bar.
Yeah.
Like it.
Option number 2 is this is the horror of High Ridge. So you're going to do it. We're going to kind of flip it, and you're going to do 60-second summary from Ridge High. So I'm thinking like a high school, like 80s high school voice, just like that. What were you thinking?
I would totally love to do the 80s high school voice.
I figured because yeah.
Because it's a vibe.
It is a vibe. This is a vibe book, definitely. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 60 seconds starts. Now what happens?
Oh my God. Okay. So I am like at this cabin in the woods. Okay. So I'm at this cabin and like my friends are there with me, I guess. And like we're there by ourselves, which is like totally okay because we are like teenagers. We don't have to have our parents with us because we can drive. Oh my God. So we are there and like we hear this like moaning. Oh, ew, what is going on?
Grody. 30 seconds.
We see this like, then we're like, what should we do? Ew. Like, I'm going to go outside. There's like moaning out there. What's going on? So like, ew, we go out and like, we're going to like go outside maybe and see if there's like, what's going on? Like, ew, maybe it's like ghosts or something. And maybe it's like people who are hurt. Ew, I don't want to like help people who are hurt.
10 seconds.
Like, and then maybe like, if you do that, like you run into these like indigenous people who like maybe need your help or something because they were like killed.
Well,
it's really hard to like, oh my God, get out like enough stuff to say when you're like putting like into everything.
Well, the thing is, you got to way into character because you were just talking about how you were feeling. Like you were talking about like, oh, it's so icky. And
yeah, well, that's what a teenage girl in the 80s would do.
I understand. Okay. But yeah, you got a little bit too into character. You couldn't get out.
I know. I was really into it.
Look forward to your one-woman show.
Oh, man. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you don't have enough on your plate right now.
No, I never do.
All right. Well, if I can steal your book back.
Yeah, we're sharing a book.
Yeah.
Best friends forever, sharing a book.
That's what this podcast is about, though.
Yeah.
So.
Reading over your shoulder, sharing a book. Sharing a book.
Have you ever read that way? Just reading over someone's shoulder. That seems so creepy.
With your head right next to their head on their shoulder.
So yeah, like Abby said, you are at your uncle's cabin in High Ridge. So High Ridge is a town with a very low population. It's like the population is only like, it's less than 100.
Yeah, probably because they get killed all the time.
Maybe. So it's a very small town, even though they have a museum with 2 stories.
Yeah, museum library.
Mm-hmm.
Librarium.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're just hanging out at your uncle's cabin. Mm-hmm. Earlier that day, you said goodbye to your friends Ricardo and Lisa, who, as you mentioned earlier, are your friends in House of Danger.
Yeah.
And they kind of don't do a whole lot in that book.
No, they just want to help you on your investigations. Mm-hmm. Because in that book, as you may remember, you are an aspiring, like, paranormal investigator or something. Go on.
So this is a sequel, but not really. It just kind of has the same characters. And there's
Psychic investigator.
Investigator. Okay,
that's
fine. One. Earlier that evening, you said goodbye to your friends Ricardo and Lisa, who have been spending the summer with you searching for your great uncle Rush's buried fortune, which does not come up into this book at all.
No. He buried it real good.
So yeah, you are just in this cabin, and you have a big book in front of you, and it's the history of High Ridge, which doesn't really come into play either, this book, but through the course of your adventure, you're going to find out a lot about the history of High Ridge.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're just reading this book, chilling out, and then you hear moaning. Ugh, don't do that.
Are you gonna cut all those out?
So yeah, you hear these weird sounds, and then all of a sudden, you hide under a blanket because that's your first course of action. It's scary in here, and then Lisa pops out.
Yep.
And you scare her because she thought you were a ghost, which right off the bat, Lisa's not going to be the best companion.
Lisa's not too bright.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa. It's a sheet, girl.
I mean,
she's probably been watching too much Beetlejuice.
So then, yeah, Lisa is scared by you under a sheet. And then Ricardo pops up too. And then you realize, oh, wait, this moaning is still happening.
Yeah.
It's outside our window. You tell them about the book that you're reading, which is High Ridge and Oral History. It's mostly a lot of ghost stories told by old-timers. Some of the ghosts are indigenous. They don't use the word indigenous, but I'm just choosing to use the word indigenous.
Okay.
And some are prospectors. They founded this town, remember?
The prospectors named the town High Ridge, but they sure didn't found it.
Sure, but it gets into it. So
yes, it sure does.
The stories about what happens with the ghosts are conflicting. Some say the prospector ghost killed the indigenous ghost. In some, it's the other way around. And in some, both kinds of ghosts actually kill townspeople.
Yeah.
So this whole story, this whole history book is about ghosts murdering ghosts.
Which
and then,
makes no sense because they're
ghosts.
Ghosts. You can't kill something that's dead.
Right. Or you get your Ghostbuster pack and release the trap and do that.
Then you're not even killing it.
Right.
You have to trap the energy.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know what happens in the Ghostbusters. You trap the energy, you have to store it.
Until the bad guy, the bureaucrat that kind of looks like your husband, comes in and shuts it all down and ruins everything.
Yeah.
Has he been told that or no?
Yes.
Okay.
My kids have told him that.
So yeah, this history book is about how maybe ghosts kill other ghosts, but also maybe they kill townspeople. So yeah, all the stories have one thing in common. So there's conflicting stories, but all the stories have one thing in common. They all talk about horrible moans.
Yep.
Just like the one we're hearing. Ugh, God, I don't like that one. So Ricardo says, I'm ready to go look around if you are. He doesn't sound quite as certain as he did before. Lisa, though, sounds surer than before. Not me, she says curtly. So here's your first choice. You can stay in the cabin and ignore what's happening outside, or you can try to investigate the eerie sounds. Abby, what did you do first?
What do you think I did first? No, seriously.
You stayed in the hotel. You stayed in the cabin.
So my first thing was I decided to investigate.
Sure.
We're going walking outside, and Lisa is like, I don't want to go, and it sounds like maybe it's just a rusty gate going in the wind or something, and Ricardo's like, there's no wind outside. I'm like, just go get ready. Go get some warm clothes on. It's cold outside. We're going outside. Okay? Everyone shut up. You're annoying me. So I get him to go outside. And before we can even get over there, we hear another moan, and there's this moaning sound. It's like forever you're hearing this moaning, and it's like, what are we going to do about it? Is it a kerosene lamp? I don't know. Oh, I'm so scared. It's very, very obnoxious to me because I'm a very I just want to go outside. I'm trying to make the move to just go outside and investigate the sound. Okay, put on your sweater, Lisa. Ricardo, where are your shoes? It's like a mom trying to get out of the house and her kids won't get their clothes on. That's me trying to investigate the eerie sound.
So fast forward, you're outside.
No.
Okay.
I'm still not outside.
Okay. I know. Is this the part where you can leave Lisa behind or not? Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm still in this flippin' house. And we're still trying to decide what to do. She's like, I don't want to go outside. What about the ghosts? And then Ricardo's like, they're just stories. We should climb the church tower and see what we should do. And then you're like, oh, maybe we should go and talk to this historian guy.
Right.
And then I realized, like, oh, these moans are actually a cry for help from outside, okay?
Right.
So you have to either decide if you're going to respond to the cries for help, climb the church tower, because that's what Ricardo wants to do, because he wants to look around for ghosts or whatever, or head over to Mr. Phillips, the town historian's house.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm going to respond to the cries for help, like,
okay.
right away.
Because there's some good options for those other ones.
So everyone's like, okay, that's what we're going to do. They still don't have on their warm clothes. Peter, I swear. And they finally are like, okay, fine, let's go get on some warm clothes and get going. And I'm like, oh my God, are you really not ready yet? And then just as we're ready to leave, you hear a knock on the front door. Without thinking, you open it. In walks an old indigenous man.
Oh, I don't think I got this one.
So,
okay.
Good evening, he says. I am Chief Walking Eagle. I have been dead for 100 years. I need your help. And he is like, sit down. I'll explain everything. I'll answer all your questions when I'm done. And then it's a whole page of him telling you everything, the entire story.
So this branch doesn't seem the most dynamic just because, like, what's happening is kind of told to you.
Yes.
As
there
opposed
was
to
no mystery in this.
Yes. There's other branches, though, where you kind of have to kind of, like, figure out the mystery.
Yeah.
And this branch, it sounds like it's kind of spoiling the book.
It literally was boring.
Okay.
So he told me the entire mystery and then was
Good thing you waited.
Good thing it took my friends forever to get all their stuff on. And then he was like, hey, here's like everything that you need to know to solve the mystery.
So do you want to get into what the mystery is?
No, I want you to do it. Because otherwise it's not as fun to talk about.
Okay, sure.
And then he's like, this is going to stop the horror in High Ridge. And then you're going to be our white savior. And I was like, ugh, sweet. So then you either have to decide to help the chief or not. Oh, this is the great line. If you decide to help the chief, turn to page 40. If you decide that helping the chief is too scary, turn to page 52.
There were a lot of choices like that where it's like, usually it's do choice A or choice B. But this one, it was a lot of times it was do choice A or I don't want to do choice A.
Yeah.
There wasn't a second choice. It was just I don't want to do that first option.
No, and it's like a very lengthy, like full page description of what the mystery is. That was like, well, I basically don't even need to read anything else.
Huh.
So when you're like, this is like in my top 5, I'm like, this was a really boring book for me.
Huh. That's unfortunate.
There was one point where you get to go to the library and it's like, Mrs. Grundy, the librarian, gave you a key.
Oh, yeah,
to
okay.
the library. And I'm like, oh my God, I would never give a child a key to my library so they could get in whenever they want. That's a building security issue right off the bat. No.
Right.
But anyway.
So finish your run through just so we can keep going, please.
Oh God. So in my run through, this chief tells you to go to a specific site. It's like a sacred site for them where you need to dig for a sacred object and find it so that he can perform a ritual.
Some sort of ceremony.
Some sort of ceremony. But you also need to find a second sacred object that will allow you to like round up all of the ghosts.
Right. There's an axe which can stop the ghosts, and then there's like a pipe that can like summon the ghosts.
Yeah. Which we found Ricardo and Lisa find the pipe by digging while I go to the museum and find the library / museum and find the tomahawk axe. And I save everybody. That's it.
All right.
I'm a hero.
And you seem so excited about it.
But I would love to hear what you got to do because I'm sure it's way more fun than this.
So for my first run through, I stay in the cabin.
Aw, of course you do.
I don't know. I want to hang out with my buds.
I mean, I stayed in the cabin too, unwillingly, while trying to get people to put on their coats.
The noises start outside again, and then all of a sudden, Arrow comes through the window.
What?
You have to decide again. Do you want to stay in the cabin more, Or do you think it's safer to go outside and try to escape in your Jeep?
Right.
Because, the Jeep played a little bit of a part in House of Danger. You could drive, which we thought was weird at the time.
Yeah.
Still do. But you could try to escape on the Jeep.
What'd you do?
So I stay in the cabin some more. I don't know. A little arrow isn't going to, ruin my little slumber party.
Right. Most of the cabin is impenetrable.
Exactly.
It's only the windows you have to stay away from.
So I stay put. Ricardo is kind of like, oh, well, not only do we have to worry about arrows, we have to worry about bullets too. And Lisa is like kind of freaking out. So Ricardo is just very blunt in this book. And this Lisa is just not having any of it.
I don't want to get shot by anything.
In the town square, there's a big red light. And so you're looking out the window. You're trying to see if there's anyone else is going to be shooting more in the windows. You see this big red light in the kind of in the town square, and so you don't have a choice. The book makes you go out, and so you can either leave Lisa behind, or you can take her. And so I left her behind because I was like, she definitely didn't want to go. I was like, fair enough, Lisa, you do you.
Bye, Lisa.
I
have fun getting shot at in the cabin.
I leave her behind, and then from there you can investigate the sounds more, or you can keep just kind of going towards the red light, which seemed very much kind of like what was it? Your Codename is Jonah, where it's like, okay, you're doing a thing, and then the next page is like, do you want to keep doing that thing, or do you want to do something else?
Yeah.
So that was maybe one of the problems with this book. So then all of a sudden you're trying to find out what this red light is, and you feel a hand on your shoulder, and it is a Native American ghost, and he is carrying a severed head of a prospector.
Cool.
And the moaning is coming from the prospectors because they have arrows in them, and they're basically dying all over again.
Good.
And so I was, like I said, my first run through, I was like, ooh, this is kind of rough.
Yeah, you know what? They deserved it.
I was thinking more it was rough because it doesn't paint the Native Americans in a very good light. That's very true.
It
paints them very kind of stereotypical.
That's also true.
That's more I was thinking.
But also the prospectors super duper deserved that.
Absolutely. So let's get into the mystery that was kind of ruined for you. I kind of had to figure it out through my third or fourth run, which is kind of the way to do it. And it seems like it kind of got spoiled for you.
Yes, very much spoiled for me. So, yeah.
So one of the best ways to do it is kind of like you were talking about. You can go to a church tower to kind of look around. Yep. And so you go up to the church tower and you see a man coming up to you, and he's kind of flickering on and off, basically. So he's corporeal, and then he becomes transparent. And so he's kind of has old timey clothes, and then so he tells you the history of what is happening. Shortly after this town was founded, some of the founding prospectors came upon a group of indigenous. Again, I'm just changing the word, who were engaged in a religious ceremony. The prospectors were drunk and were frightened by the indigenous. They attacked and slaughtered them, desecrated their ritual objects, and ruined their sacred site. The rest of the indigenous community retaliated later. Perhaps because the interrupted ceremony was a burial ritual, the victims of both sides became spirits that haunt this town. Twice since then, the last time, about 50 years ago, all the spirits reappear and, compelled by some horrible force, kill one another over and over again. Over the spirit hangs a red glow, which is the red glow that you see in the town. Whether the actions of the spirit cause the glow or the glow directs the actions, I don't know. And then so you find out later on that this the person that was talking to you was also approached by the native chief to try and solve the problem, but he wasn't able to do it. So he tells you all this, and he jumps off the tower.
Flings himself out the bell tower. It's wild.
It's so crazy. It's insane.
Because you cannot stop him because he is a ghost.
Yes.
And you are children watching him do this.
There is so much violence in this book, but you kind of get away with it because it's his ghost. It's ghosts murdering other ghosts.
Yeah.
But it's still like, it's a very violent book.
In my run through, it was like, yeah, when the chief comes in and speaks with you, he says that pretty much the exact same thing. The prospectors descended on the indigenous people and massacred them during their ritual. And then the next day, they mined the site, taking the gold that they found and burying all else under rock piles. When the rest of the tribe retaliated, they were also wiped out. They come back, they've come back 3 times, and they kill each other over and over from midnight until dawn. And even worse, they also kill the people who live in the town. So like, that's when I was joking that there's like only like 100 people who live in this town. Well, yeah, because they keep getting killed all the time. So there's not like descendants of the people who originally lived in this town. They all dead.
But there is a news report about later on. There's you can find this news report, and it's like 50 people escaped. Like or like it talks about how many people are in the town. It's like only like 50.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like there's times, you know, in the book where it's like you and your friends are trying to find stuff and you get like stabbed in the back and like all this crazy stuff is happening. And it's like, oh my goodness.
Well, yeah,
It makes sense, though, that then it's like you're, you know, the kids from the House of Danger, because at least in that book, we know that you're old enough to drive, right? You're not like a child. You're like a teenage child. Like there's like the teen slasher drama, genre. There's the teen slasher genre of movies that's like well known, and everyone kind of is like familiar with that brand of horror movies. And so I think that's like, okay, we're familiar with this. This is okay, right? Whereas if it had been like, hey, I'm a 12-year-old gumshoe. I'm getting stabbed today. I don't think that would be quite as okay.
Well, you didn't mention where in your branch you can go see the historian.
Yeah.
And if you go and see the historian, it's also crazy because you're walking over to his place, and then all of a sudden you see a Native American with a bow and arrow in his window and shoots him and instantly kills him. And so you can't even get like any information out of this historian. And so like, yeah, he just dies right in front of you.
Instant
and then
kill.
like starts disappearing because like he becomes like, I guess like part of the town then, like part of like the spirit.
Sheesh. Yeah, I never went to visit him because I thought that was a boring thing. I wasn't going to do it. I'm not going to waste my time with that.
How many runs did you do for this one?
I did like 4.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why. Because it's just...
Well, because I'd already solved the mystery.
Sure.
In my branch, it was like, do you stay at the site, you know, when you go off to dig? Because that's what the chief asks you to do, go dig at the site. Do you stay there when you're not finding anything with Ricardo and Lisa and keep digging? Or do you go to the library and see if you can find any more clues there? And I was like, well, I'll leave them here. We'll split up. I'll leave them here. They'll keep digging. I'll go to the library. So I go to the library museum, and when I go there, because I have a key from Mrs. Grundy.
Well, I was going to bring that up too because, yeah, the axe or the tomahawk is in this museum / library. So you can get the key,
right? Or
you can break in. Did you break in?
No.
Because if you break in, Ricardo gets shot by Mrs. Grundy, the librarian.
Listen. As librarians, we do not have guns in the library.
Or we just like, not only that, we don't like hang out at the library after hours.
No.
And like protect it.
Well, in my branch, she wasn't hanging out there. Like she went in there to hide out.
Oh, sure.
So she also was experiencing some weird paranormal stuff. And like you go in and tell her like all the stuff that the chief told you, and she's like, I wouldn't normally believe you because I'm a woman of science, but after everything I've experienced tonight, I believe you. And like she had gone in there too to hide out. So that makes sense that she would have been in there to shoot Ricardo. But she gave you a key for some reason that morning. And then you're like, I remember there is a big old statue upstairs of a warrior holding a tomahawk, and he has a poem in front of him that just randomly, mysteriously appeared here about 100 years ago.
Right, and so the poem kind of tells you what you have to do.
Yeah.
So the poem reads, swing me twice when the glow arrives, the red glow. You'll save yourself and other lives. Swing me thrice as the horror goes. You'll bring peace between the foes. So you have to swing the axe 3 times.
Yeah.
And that disappears everything. That actually
Right.
fixes it somehow.
So in my run through, if you bust that up
Mm-hmm.
and then grab the tomahawk axe and run back out, you can go back down to the digging site, and Lisa's like, "Ooh, Ricardo went looking for you," or whatever, and you're like, "Ugh, what a dummy! I told him to stay here. Couldn't put his coat on to save his life. Now he's out.
He has to have his mittens pinned to his jacket.
He's like, my sock fell down in my shoe, and I need help getting it back up above my ankle.
I need help zipping my jacket.
Right. So then you have to decide if you're going to try to run out and meet him, or if you're going to stay there and wait. And then you both right away fix the problem. Whoop, it's done. But if you do the opposite one, then the ghosts, then it's too late, and the ghosts run past you and hop down into the mine shaft.
Right, so you can kind of throw the pipe into a mine shaft, and all the ghosts kind of fall into it.
Yeah.
It's a very cool picture. And the pictures are by Paul Granger.
Yeah.
The original illustrator.
Yeah.
And that's partially what makes this book, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. And actually, it's really nice because the illustrations in House of Danger are also not bad, like the original one, or by Ralph Reese, who is also really good. And Paul Granger did a good job, making sure the characters looked the same.
Oh, sure. Oh, definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't his original book, yes.
Yeah.
Good point. I like that.
So there was some continuity in the illustrations.
I didn't even think of that, yeah.
I don't know. The white savior narrative is really
Yes.
tough.
So I completely agree. And basically anytime you bring up, indigenous peoples, you got to be careful. And this book wasn't very careful. But with this history of saying that the white settlers made the first move and they were the aggressors, the attackers. So again, the natives in this book aren't painted in the best light, but out of the 2 factions, they are definitely the good guys because, again, the chief wants to try and fix it. And again, he needs your help, and that's all, again, white savior. And I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
When there's graphic violence done by indigenous too, that obviously can get problematic too. However, it's in this book, and again, I'm not defending it, but I feel that the violence is just so over the top and cartoony, and also done by the prospectors. There's a ending where you are tied up with a whole bunch of indigenous ghosts, and there's a prospector ghost, and he has a red hot poker at you, and that's the end of the book.
Oh my gosh.
And you can obviously assume what happens from there.
Okay.
So I think the violence is so over the top and done by both sides that I don't want to say it makes it better, but yeah.
I think too, it's not, in terms of the problematic books that we have run into, I don't think this one is quite as bad as what we've
I would
encountered.
agree.
I do think that there's some graphic violence kind of stuff. It's not graphic though, like you said, because it's ghosts and stuff. Realistically, I was happy to see some good empowered action from the indigenous people. You go and tell those prospectors what's what.
That's fair.
Though I understand that violence begets violence and everything.
Well, I think that's an interesting commentary, is that there was this whole page where you see the prospectors killing the indigenous, and then a minute later the indigenous come and they instantly get up and they start killing the prospectors. It's basically in one big page, and it's kind of a commentary on the cycle of violence.
Yeah. Well, and that's true of really any war, right? There is an aggressor who starts something, and then retaliation will just continue it. But if you don't retaliate, then
of course, no, it's but it's a
but what
do you do? It's right.
I think libraries and museums that are doing the work to return sacred items to tribes, that's super important work, and I'm really disappointed in Mrs. Grundy. So
I mean, maybe it's partially commentary because, well, maybe not, but it's also, you do have to get the axe out of the museum and kind of use it and kind of give it back to the people. And so I don't know if that was and you return it. So I think that's indirectly. I don't know if that was on purpose. Probably not. But still,
give those things back.
Of course, yes, agreed. Yeah. You were kind of very not so hot on this one.
I was mid. It was mid for me. You know, it's not like I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was fun, but I was just like, I didn't die. I never died.
I think that's part of it because that's why I love this book. Problematic.
I don't have a favorite death because I never died.
Oh my goodness, Abby, you got to reread this one. Like for real. I'm not even because the endings can get so graphic. Or just like kind of allude to graphic violence.
Flipping through it, I saw so many cool deaths. I was like, what? Man.
There was a part where I mentioned before where the one people are killing the prospectors and then it's completely vice versa within a minute later. And there's this is one part where a ghost prospector is stabbing a person in the back, stabbing someone, a ghost person in the back. But the ghost blood gets on you and it burns you. and that's how you die.
No.
And it's just the picture that accompanies it is so good.
Anyway.
Yeah, I showed this one to you. You got to put this one on Instagram.
Oh my God. That's great.
So the person falls moaning loudly because he was stabbed in the back. His blood sprays in an arc, drenching you and Ricardo. It burns like fire. You scream in pain.
Jeez.
Now you and Ricardo are caught in the same deadly game you were watching.
Okay. I'll read it again.
And so that's partially why I love these books, because you like when they get crazy.
Yeah.
I like because even as a kid, I was like, how could you write this? Like, how could you publish this? Like, I guess I didn't have the language to explain it.
Right.
But like, these books get so unhinged and they get kind of graphic or allude to the very graphic violence. And so that's partially why I like them, because you just could not do this anymore for a kid audience.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And so I like that either they didn't care, most likely they didn't care, or they just kind of trusted the audience to be able to handle it.
Think about even movie ratings and stuff like that. I've talked about this with other librarians kind of recently. Like when you think about movie ratings, those have, they came about because of what Indiana Jones and I can't remember which one, Temple of Doom or something.
I think so. I think it sounds right, actually. Which I watched that one recently. Yeah. It is probably the worst one.
Yeah? What? I love that one.
But it's just it's so problematic. I think
it's problematic, but I love it.
Sure, I know. And we're going to have a conversation about that.
Yeah, for sure.
In a little bit. But I think it's just sometimes you can like something despite those elements but you still have to acknowledge those elements.
Exactly.
But it's just so not fun because of that, and also the action just isn't fun at all.
I got you. But movie ratings, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action movie,
sure,
the first one that came out, within the first few scenes of the movie, Raphael says two swear words. And it's this is a kid's movie. It's rated PG, It's oh my gosh. But now there is no way that would happen. I mean, the Mulan live action movie got a PG-13 rating for violence. And I'm like, this is baby fighting. There's no blood. They're just doing they're doing martial arts. This is fine. It's just so different from when those were introduced.
Exactly.
In the 80s. So when you're thinking about what content-wise was okay to show to kids in the 80s versus what's content-wise okay to show to kids now, it's just very different.
Definitely.
I think because we have a different understanding of what developmentally is okay for kids. And we're just a lot more sensitive to that. And what we're
in some ways, and in other ways, we still don't care.
Yes. We're more sensitive to it in that we're like trying harder to make sure that parents know, that grown-ups know what they're getting, right? But then it's up to them to make sure they know what their kids are consuming. So I think that's what the what the difference mostly is.
Sure. If I could get to my favorite ending really quick.
Please do.
Oh, there was just so many. Like I said, the ghost blood is probably one of them.
Okay.
There was one where, like I said, the historian dies. So you can either investigate right away or you can leave. If you leave, you get ghost knives in your back. And it shows you stabbed in the back.
Jesus.
With all your friends.
Okay.
But there was one where like I said, you can drive the Jeep and you can get out of town. And Ricardo's like, hey, I have a bad feeling about this. Do you want to drive forward or not? So you can get out of the car and you can try to like go up this ridge and see if there's anyone like waiting for you. They give you a gun and you can bring it. If you decide to bring it with you, you fall off the cliff and you die.
Do you have a license for it?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, it's an emergency situation.
Fair enough.
Okay.
And yeah, you can get cornered by these prospectors and then they shoot you. But if you ignore Ricardo's warning, your Jeep gets completely shot up and the picture looks like Bonnie and Clyde, like the death scene. Because your Jeep is riddled with bullets because the prospectors shoot at you.
Jeez. Okay.
So here's the last line. Wait, Ricardo and Lisa shout. But it's too late. A rain of bullets hits down on you. In your last earthly glimpse, you discover Ricardo was wrong. It wasn't indigenous with arrows on the cliff. It was prospectors with guns. And so, yeah, again, if you look at the picture,
jeez,
there are literal bullets raining down. And yeah, all three of you are being thrown from this car.
I'm going to put all of these pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, it's just so wild.
Choose
and that's why
your own adventure. How do you want to die?
That's why this book is so good, in my opinion. And of course, there are things that don't want to defend and can't and shouldn't.
Right.
But overall, I think this is definitely in the top 10, maybe top 5 for me.
High praise.
That's why we do this book. That's why we do this podcast, because we have different opinions, and
that's true.
That's good. It's good to have different opinions.
It's good to have thoughts and feelings.
Yes.
Choose your own opinion. Shove your feelings down.
What?
Cram them deep inside.
Love it. How about let's get into some comments and mail.
Yeah, we have a really, really nice comment that we both really appreciated from our Lost on the Amazon podcast episode, which was a wild one, to say the least, from the Carrie PL. Just want to say that I'm very glad you guys call out inappropriate content in the book. I know that sometimes those things are rooted in the social norms of when the books were written, but that stuff still needs to be called out. It's not right anytime, regardless of what was acceptable at the time, and calling it out now without excusing it is the right thing to do. Thank you both for it. Yay. XOXO. We XOXO you too. Thank you.
And yeah, it's good to hear that. We haven't gotten any negative feedback about doing talking about things like that.
No, and you know what? If we did, I would gently welcome that person to cram it.
Well, because I feel someone's going to say you're ruining these books by talking about things like that. And I was like, well, that's not
right.
I think you can still enjoy the books.
Yeah.
But you have to be honest.
Yes.
And you have to call it out.
Right. And you can have nostalgia for something while still recognizing that there are
right. And you just brought up Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And so and that's something that some of them don't age the best.
No, and Indiana Jones is something that a lot of people our age and older and younger have held very close to their hearts. And like we all can still love it
Mm-hmm.
and recognize that it is also a little bit of a hot mess.
And yeah, some more than others. And you know,
Uh-huh.
I was just thinking about like James Bond too, in regard to
yeah.
this, where it's like because we brought up James Bond a couple times on this show,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, like, I still like him, maybe not as much as I used to, in light of just growing as a person. But yeah, I still watch him an occasion, but you have to be aware of just the sexism and occasionally the racism.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because of comments like that and just feelings like that and just temperaments changing that we get things like Casino Royale, which is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
So either a thing evolves and it becomes better, or we get a new thing, kind of like the Mission Impossible movies,
Mm-hmm.
which are in some ways better too.
Yeah.
So talking about things doesn't make it worse. It makes it better.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Know better, do better.
Very nice. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess let's wrap it up. Make sure that you like and subscribe on the podcatcher of your choice. If you can rate us on iTunes, if you have an Apple device, that really helps us out. Give us 5 stars and give us a nice review. We'll read it on the podcast.
Yeah, if your kid has an iPad too, just jump on there. And
Yeah, just
rate
take it
us
over
too.
for a bit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can also rate us on Spotify too. That again, every little bit helps. Because again, we're a small show, and we really appreciate your support. You can follow us on Instagram. Abby's going to post some of the crazy photos that we were talking about. Because again, this some of these books are hard to track down, and unfortunately, you might not be able to find a copy. But you can kind of figure out a little bit more what's going on by seeing some of the pictures.
Word.
You can also email us at chooseyourownbookclubpodcast@gmail.com if you have any questions, if there's anything that we forgot about in some of the books, if there's anything you're looking forward to, if you have any artwork or anything you just want us to see,
Oh my
that's a
God,
good
yes.
place to...
If you have artwork, please send me that.
Yes.
I would love it.
And also, you can follow us on Redbubble because we do some shirts. You can buy a shirt and just show your love for the show.
Word.
Word to Ricardo's mom.
Word to Ricardo's mom for the moans. Oh.
Make them say, oh.
Oh. Ricardo's mom.
Oh, maybe I have to keep that in now. Oh, no.
Oh, that was a good one.
Thanks for choosing us today, everybody. My name is Peter. I'm a librarian.
We forgot to do that at the beginning.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
People are going to be so confused. Who were? They're going to be like, tune in.
Which one was which? Who are these people?
Yeah, if this is your first episode, I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure that we
No,
forgot to do it.
You're probably right. I trust you. So, hey, my name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
You can
We're
see,
the people you've been listening to this whole time.
and you can see how professional this show has been. Thanks for choosing us today, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Oh, boy.